Hello there everyone, my name is Cypto and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, look at this Bitcoin situation, and if we're gonna take a look closely, then we're gonna see that it's gone down to 20,800, just as I predicted. So call me Mr. Spot On down in the comments. Our target that got hit spot on, and currently our price target is, the potential, reversal of this whole small down move could be at about 20,700. So if you haven't taken your take profit at this level already, then you might as well consider taking it, or you can actually lower your stop loss and wait for all the data that is about to come out, because the next 3 days are going to potentially be the most volatile 3 days this year, potentially. So stick around till the end, watch this video till the end. If you're into cryptocurrencies, if you're longing or shorting Bitcoin, then this video is perfect for you. We're gonna take a look at some news, then also some interesting metrics, and also we're gonna take a look at the most important days that are coming in a few days, what I just said, and also some more technicals that I'm personally looking out for right now. So without any further ado, if you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I make a new upload, and don't forget that you can always show me a small token of appreciation here and share this video with a friend of yours, or somebody who really needs to watch these videos and who actually needs to understand how trading works and who would stop losing money. Share it with that friend of yours. I know that everybody has a friend who's losing money in the market, so send them my way, and it would be very much appreciated if you could just use the share button below this video here on YouTube and share it. And as always, a like would be very nice as well. Right, let's just jump right into it. So before we move back to the technicals, and before you call me Mr. Spot On again down in the comments, let's quickly take a look at some interesting stuff. And everybody's calling for this macro bottom, and everybody's saying that, we're at the bottom, we're going to some all-time highs, whatever. And that's why you're watching me, Thomas Crollo, the Realist YouTube channel, and I told you that we're going to be going down, and look what happened. Just spot on, perfect short trade, just insane, beautiful. Anyway, so, and if we're going to take a look at this potential macro bottom they're talking about here, the Glassnode always comes out with their interesting stuff. We're going to be going through this very fast. So number one, they're saying that this is that big oversold bounce that they're waiting for, RSI, everything is oversold, etc. So, which is actually true, and we've looked at this so many times before already. Then the next thing is the net unrealized profit and loss indicator that is also indicating, a potential bottom, just like we can see right here in the blue area that has been signalizing the bottom so many times before now, which is also great. But we're gonna get to the point of why I think this currently is unfortunately irrelevant. Then the next thing is the mining profitability. This is something that is a very interesting metric. Actually, this is something you can really pay attention to. This does paint an interesting story overall, but nonetheless, again, watch this video till the end so you understand the whole concept of what I have in my mind right now, which is what I really want to share with you, which is not really normally shared on YouTube. Everybody's just a infinite Bitcoin bull, which is just stupid. So anyway, and this is the Puel multiple, and this is the name of this on-chain metric. A strong Puel multiple reading shows that mining profitability is high compared to the yearly average, and so this is usually suggesting that miners would liquidate their Bitcoin treasury to maximize revenue. And a lower Powell multiple reading means that the miners currently profitability is below the yearly average, etc. So this is what we were seeing right here. So this also has marked the bottom for us many times before. But the thing is that looking at these things is all great, but at the same time, the macro environment currently in the bear market, as I've said so many times before, is a lot more important. So let's move on to the next article, and we're going to get to the point very soon, I promise. So here in this article, here's some analyst, painting the most likely outcomes for Bitcoin, and this is going to actually help us transition into the topic of what I want to mention in this video. Remember, guys and girls, if you want to be trading actively yourself, longing or shorting Bitcoin, or taking these trades that we are taking here, absolutely beautiful trades, then you want to be trading also on the same exchanges as we are trading, and that is over on BitGet or over on Bybit. We trust them, big exchanges, really good commission rates, big liquidity, no ridiculous spreads. And the best part is that we have an exclusive offer just because of our channel. And there is a link down in the description as well as in the pinned comment to, in total, to $12,100 in free initial deposit bonuses. Click one of those links with Bybit or BitGet. There is $4,100 available with Bybit and up to $8,000 available with BitGet. And you just have to click that link. Register takes like 20 seconds, and BitGet actually, they are licensed in USA, so you don't need to use any VPN. And set up an account takes like 20 seconds. Deposit money into it using your card or using another wallet that you might have already, and claim those insane bonuses in the reward center. And right here, I'm gonna link a full tutorial to Bybit. You can check it out and how all of it works, how to deposit, how to get the bonus, etc. Okay, let's move on to back to this thing right here. The best case scenario, they're painting a picture of this kind of a accumulation trend and having this previous current bottom turning in. Let's go to the daily chart. This current low of about 17,700, let's round it up to $18,000, that is going to end up being our, the all-time low basically in this bear market. And they're saying that the best case scenario for right now is for us to keep consolidating in this vicinity in this way right here, which is actually very similar to what I've said before in terms of my best case scenario, that I'm not actually expecting any tremendous move upward just out of the blue like so many other moon boys are expecting. So this was also my expectation. However, this is all just a baseless prognosis unless we take a look at what's most important. And for us, actually, and I can tell you why is this the best case scenario, that for us, as usual, whenever we see a bear market, we are always seeing accumulation phases. It's never like, it just bounces off into space. It does something in the middle. It's always like this. It's never quick. It takes, small candles. It takes a lot of time to accumulate and to move above. So for that reason, just this V-shaped recovery is just super highly unlikely. So in that instance, we also can see some kind of a move here, unless we're going to see a really powerful move down. And this is something that is going to be decided in the next 3 days. And now we're coming to the most important part of this video, guys and girls, something you really don't want to miss. So you're almost done. Finish this video. It's very important. 2 scenarios for me. The worst case scenario is just another drop down, and the best case scenario is some kind of an accumulation trade in this vicinity for another few months. What we want to see is, starting with tomorrow, the 27th, 28th, and the 29th are going to be potentially I don't know what the hell I'm showing, but there's going to be the 3 biggest days for crypto this year, potentially. So, and let me know down in the comments if you agree with me on this or not once I actually lay all the eggs. So here, number 1, biggest day, not this one. So here, which is going to be tomorrow, that is going to be the FOMC meet. Well, they have one today, and then tomorrow is going to be the press conference and the announcement of the interest rates. And everybody currently, the market has already priced in a 0.75 rate hike. So if it's going to be much more than 0.75, then certainly the markets are going to see a sell-off, because the market didn't price in anything bigger than 0.75. And obviously, if it's going to be something like 0.5, then it's going to be more of a positive, on a positive note, and we can see some kind of a small relief based on that. But this is not the most important part. So this is, the beginning of the volatility and the potential for big volatility. The next thing, which is going to bring us a lot of volatility, is going to be on the July 28th right here, and that's going to be the release of the GDP. And we already are expecting it's going to be pretty bad, so it's probably going to be negative again, and 2 consecutive quarters negative GDP is going to be officially a recession. And usually, historically, when we are seeing, us entering into a recession and this official announcement, we are seeing a lot of volatility in the markets, and usually to the downside, not to the upside. So, but this is not that important. I think the most important aspect, this is just going to bring volatility. What I think is going to be the deciding factor of the direction is going to be obviously the PCE data, which is going to be right here, July 29th. So the last third day of these 3 mega huge volatile days. It's going to be on Friday, July 29th at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. And if we're going to see a finally peak inflation and nothing is going to change the mind of Fed in terms of what they're doing with their quantitative tightening, is going to actually ultimately potentially lead them into quantitative easing and fighting of the Dixie and all the stuff that I've mentioned in the previous videos. If you haven't seen this stuff, go to my previous videos and watch them right now. You have to be educated please do it for your own sake. So, because I cannot keep repeating myself initially like every single video. So in this instance, we're gonna go to the daily chart. What am I expecting? So if we're gonna see, you know, potentially a lot of volatility here, for sure, a lot of people are gonna get liquidated, especially the day traders and scalp traders. So be very careful and use the 50% off to my University Grade Trading Education down in the description or in the pinned comment, just to be a good trader and know what the hell you're doing technically as well as fundamentally. So, and in this instance, on the 29th, if we're gonna see finally the peak inflation and the inflation numbers are actually gonna be good, then I think we're gonna see this best case scenario when we're gonna see some kind of a consolidation here. We're certainly gonna see a small relief here. So I might even flip bullish and long Bitcoin right here. But I'm not gonna be expecting a humongous relief rally. What I'm gonna be expecting is, as I've said before, this best case scenario of us potentially retesting maybe $26,000 right here, maybe even coming back to 20K and doing something, you know, this accumulation phase. This is what I'm gonna be expecting. I could be wrong, not financial advice, as always. But if the data is gonna be really bad, and this is what we are waiting for, you know, in terms of, I mean, we're just waiting for the numbers. We're not waiting for it to be bad. Actually, I'm very hopeful that the PCE data is gonna be relatively good. So it's gonna mark the peak inflation. But if it's gonna be bad, even with the oil prices going down and with the Fed raising rates by 0.75 basis points, guys and girls, that's going to be very painful, and this is potentially going to send us much lower. And how low? We could potentially go to my next price target, which is the super bad scenario, the next price target for about $14,000. This is where we could be sent if the PCE data is going to be really bad. So these are the current outlooks. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree, and here is going to be a link to my free course. You can check it out so you can learn what it's all about and how to trade properly, etc. So check it out right now, watch it. Keep educating yourself. Remember that knowledge and information is power and money. And as always, stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.